What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Today's topic is something with relationships, something more with relationships and time frames in relationships, just that general thing. And my co-host for this episode is
Nerlise, aka Nell. Do you want me to give my?
It's up to you, boss.
All right. I've been on the episodes before, but in case you missed it, my Instagram is at alloriginal_529.
Okay, so time frames on relationship. People all I feel like everybody puts a good number of people put time frames on relationships and when is it okay to move on or should they, remain single. And like again, we talk about this a lot where people base things off of societal standards and people just go with it. So, some people are just like, hey, when you break up, you should wait 2 years or a year before getting into something new. Or when you do get into something new, hey, there's a timetable. There's a 60-day rule. There's a 90-day rule. There's, 120-day rule, a 1-year rule before you do this and that. And it's like, come on. And then when you are dating, it's like, are you dating one person? You're only allowed to date one person. You're supposed to be exclusive with one person. You're supposed to date multiple people at one time. There's so many rules, and I feel like everything. I mean, some people do listen to those societal standards, but other people just kind of wing it and do their own things. What are your thoughts?
I mean, you just covered a lot, so let's kind of break that down. First, about the whole how long do you wait? I truly believe each individual is different. If you're really basing it off society, let's just say you're dating someone, you just got out of a relationship, you broke up with someone, and you're, basing it off of everybody else. Oh, you got to wait 60 days. You got to wait X, Y, and Z. God may send somebody across your path that's for you, but you're in the mindset, oh, I need to wait. So you basically just blocked your blessing because you're worried about what other people think. You may find somebody the next day. You may find somebody the next week, a few years from now. I feel like just allow yourself to be available. Don't worry about other people. Just worry about yourself.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's something that you're okay with, let it happen. Like sometimes, a lot of times you meet people and it's an instant connection. So why? Because it's not in my 30 days or my 60-day wait period. I'm like, oh, no, I can't do this right now because I'm supposed to be waiting because I don't want people to see it as whatever.
Yeah, looking for a rebound or anything.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like we each need to live for ourselves. If it works for you, whatever. Like the saying, what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander, basically. What's good for one person isn't good for the next, vice versa. So, like, we need to stop being so wrapped up about what other people's gonna think and really live for ourselves because ultimately our happiness is what matters to overall. Period. Like, the next thing you spoke about was dating. Or dating multiple people, X, Y, and Z. I feel like in the dating process, you should be dating multiple people.
I agree.
I feel like you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. And the only reason is because there's no commitment there. In the dating, you're trying to get a feel. Like, it's like, dating is like a buffet. I'm going to get a little bit of this. I'm going to get a little bit of that. I'm going to get a little bit of this. You sit down at you sit down at the table with your plate. You taste this. I don't really like this. Oh, I don't really like this. Oh, I like this, but maybe I should add this kind of thing. And that's how I see dating. So for me, I'm never dating one person. It's just, here I'm getting to know this person, getting to know this person, whatever. The point where it comes down to in the dating aspect, where it's just me and one individual, is a conversation. We've decided, hey, we want to be exclusive. I'm not seeing no one else. You're not seeing no one else. Let's focus on each other and see if we could take the next step in committing into a relationship. I feel like the problem in dating nowadays is the lack of that conversation. Either
communication in general.
Yes, I agree. Whether it be, but it's a lot of different factors. Whether it be that, people just don't want to know. People making assumptions like, oh, well, and sad to say, most of the times the assumptions come from the female aspect. Like, oh, he treat me like I'm his girlfriend. Yeah, baby girl, but did he say you was his girlfriend? And that's a lot of times where you get yourself in these issues. Oh, well, he does this and he does that. Me, point blank, period. I'm never claiming a man as my man until you've let it known that this is what it's going to be. There's a title on it. Because it doesn't matter how he it doesn't matter how he treats you. He could be treating the next chick like this.
Yeah.
This could just be the type of person he is. He could be a catering type of guy. He could be a nurturing type of guy. He could be an observant type of guy. That could be one of his qualities, some of his qualities. And to you, you're like, oh no, girl, he remembered. For all you know, he got a note. He got in his notepads. All right, this chick number one, she like X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like, just, I feel like a lot of times conversations could also alleviate these assumptions. But a lot of people won't have the conversations because they're afraid of the, oh yeah, I like this guy, but what if he don't like me as much as I like him?
Yeah. The thing is, dating multiple partners, I think, is a good thing until somebody says or does something or establishes something. Sometimes you don't have time to date multiple partners. Maybe you only have time to date one person.
I agree.
And they're occupying all your time.
I agree.
So you're trying to date multiple partners, but you can't because you're focused. You and the other person are focused on each other, and it's like, damn, this is going well. Like, shit, it is what it is. We're just gonna keep it rocking, and it's just this one person. Whereas, you give yourself some space where it's like, hey, no, I have some other things I need to do with some other people. Like, you're dope, but I want to make sure I look at all my options and go from there. But sometimes I think as you get older, you kind of see sometimes you get that spark with someone and you're just like, okay, maybe this could go somewhere. And then when you actually sit down and have a conversation with them about life and things going on, you're just like, okay, now I'm more attracted to them because of these X, Y, and Z. The other person I had a date with the other night, I wasn't as attracted to them as I am this person. I think I'm going to slow my brakes on that person and get to know this person more. And the thing is, when you spend more time with somebody, I feel like you guys mesh more. You guys tend to get more in each other's space and you want to be more involved with them. You want to do more things. Time is very valuable. And when people say, like, I think that time is one of those key things. Hey, give me enough time with you, and then we can learn so much about each other. Like, just being in each other's space. Whereas, hey, it's cool, we texting, we're having phone conversations, but being in someone's space and spending time with them, that relationship can grow. Like you said, I don't think most people block their blessings. People block their blessings just to block their blessings. And it's just like, you never know, like, okay, you just got out this relationship, in 2.5 seconds, God sends you somebody else that's just like, hey, I understand you're going through something. I know I just want to be here to support. I know friends that have gone through something and like got out of a relationship and the next person was immediately there. And some of them were like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to wait. And another person was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to see what happens. I let them know what it is, my situation. I'm still kind of heartbroken. I still want to get past it. And that person was like, okay, I'm along for the ride. And that ride turned into something bigger, into them getting married and being together. It's like, you don't want to block your blessings by setting a time frame for when things should and should not happen.
I agree.
I think time frames are weird.
I wouldn't say weird. I feel like
certain time frames are weird.
People
as far
put
as like
time frames on things just like they put goals, like they set goals. I feel like with relations, people set goals. You put your mindset, and I'm not sure if guys do this as much as females, but it's like, hey, by this age, I want this. By this age, I want to be here. X, Y, and Z. So now when you're passing that timeline and you get into a relationship, it's just like, to you, you're rushing it, I guess, in essence, because it's like, I don't have time to waste. I'm past my, like, I'm past the time, like, now it's like get in and get out. But a lot of times in that rushing it, you're
missing out.
It's not really you're missing out. My mindset has always been that a lot of times you can't rush a blessing, because when you rush a blessing, it becomes a curse. So the thing that you was praying for, God, give me this, give me the relationship X, Y, and Z, but you're rushing it. You never took the necessary time to prepare for it. So now it comes and you're sabotaging it because you're on your own time schedule. So I really feel like a lot of times I go with go with the flow in essence. Like, we're going to have a conversation. I'm going to let you know, first initial conversation, this is what I'm looking for. You're going to tell me initial conversation, this is what you're looking for. All right, let's get to know each other. For me, I'm big on communication. Anybody that's ever dealt with me, I leave nothing up for question marks. There's never you don't have to guess with me. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, there ain't no, oh, is she feeling me today? No, I'm gonna let you know. Like,
and I think that's the best thing that people should do. Just over communicate and be direct. Because the moment you start assuming or just like not providing full details, it goes left. I prefer for people to just be like straight up, hey, I don't like you because X, Y, Z, or
I mean,
let's
it
not
doesn't even have to
spend
get
time.
into that.
Let's not spend
detail.
time because I'm associating with you. Like, it's like, you don't have to lie to me or anything like that. You don't have to hide it. Okay, you're dating multiple people. Cool. I'm doing the same thing. Hope it's going well for you. But my intentions are to X, Y, Z. Some people's intention when dating is like not to find someone. They just want to
Have a good time.
Have a good time.
But let
Have
that
somebody-
be known.
Yeah, have some. Yeah.
But the sad part is in that aspect, even when a lot of times, and again, me being the female, you'll go and you'll tell a guy, like, this is what I'm looking for. I feel like a lot of times a guy will try and tell you what he thinks you want to hear. But I always tell guys all the time, you really don't know what I want to hear. Like, you may think, and most men think every female automatically wants a relationship. Granted, do I want one? Yes. But am I rushing into one? No. Like, if your intentions, let's just say you're just vibing or trying to see, say that. Don't tell me what it is that you want me to hear, because that's not really what you're looking for. And then a lot of times where the issue comes, you know, you'll get a guy, they be like, oh, she bugging, or she's crazy, or why is she on me like that? But you told her something else.
Yeah.
So she's reacting based off what you told her. When you was pillow talking, telling her X, Y, and Z, now she reacting to that. Don't try and basically make her seem like,
You was giving her a specific type of
yes.
energy.
So, like,
and she
just
went with it.
honesty goes a long way. Like, honestly, if you're just trying to, this sound real crazy, but if you're just trying to beat, let her know. Like, some girls really, that's all they looking for. They just looking for a good time. They're not looking for a relationship. And then there's girls that are looking for a relationship, but don't waste her time or don't waste his time. And that's the problem in this generation. I feel like they rather stay in something that's comfortable and waste each other's time, as opposed to simply just saying, yo, this isn't what I want it to be.
This isn't it.
And it's okay to have those conversations. Everybody that you meet isn't meant to be in your life forever. Some people are lessons for that moment or that season that you're in. Or, you know, maybe that person was there because you needed to be there for them in that season, or vice versa. It's okay to that they're not your forever person.
Yeah.
Like,
sometimes, you know, like you said, some people are there for the season. They're teaching you something new about yourself that you never knew. Sometimes you think people are your forever, but sometimes they're not. Like, again, God has a way of working things out when he needs to. At the end of the day, it's like, just be as present and as real as possible. You have to be straightforward with your intentions. I feel like, you know, I did have somebody that, like, hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just looking for somebody to just be around. Cool. Thank you for letting me know that. I know me, I'm not that person to just be around. I catch feelings. I catch feelings. So I'm sorry, great conversation, but we can't do this. And, you know, she kept trying to, hey, no, I'm sorry. No, we can. And no. I know
no,
me.
we cannot.
You want somebody that's just there. I'm not that type of person. I do husband-like stuff, so no thank you. You just want somebody around. I can't be that guy. Great conversation, though. Bye. And keep it moving.
But a lot of people can't do the bye because they just need somebody to be around. They want to be wanted, and that's okay in essence. But if you don't want the person the way they want you, free them to be with someone else. You're just wasting their time.
What do you think are the most common time frames people put on themselves today? Like, the most common, like, hey, okay, like that everybody kind of shares. Like, I know one is the 90-day rule, as far as, you know, somebody's behavior is going to change after 90 days.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say about sex. I was about to say, that's.
I mean, we can add that in there because that is a time frame
We
thing.
can, but I feel like a lot of times with those time frames, let's be honest. There's people that you could have waited the 90 days or whatever the case is, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna wait 90 days to do whatever, and he's gonna make me his girlfriend, or we're gonna get in a relationship and nothing happens. And there's I mean, just being transparent. I mean, yeah, you know me. I don't personally care who knows my business. It is what it is. I've been in a situation where I slept with a guy on the first night and he became my boyfriend. We had a lasting relationship. But you'll get the whole, oh no, you gotta,
we gotta
90
wait.
days, we gotta wait. You gotta,
Yeah.
the person that's really there, they're really feeling you and they're not there for that.
Yeah.
That won't matter to them. That tells you the difference between if you're dating a man or a boy. And that's the problem nowadays. You're a man in age, but your mentality is a boy. You over here sitting there trying to get notches under your belt. Like, bro, I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And I agree. I feel like, when it comes to the, the sex thing, the whole 90-day thing, some people do it. Some, like me, I'm not pressed for it. I've had situations where I just like the same day it happened. We had sex, and it's like, it is what it is. And we kept building and trying to go from there. And then there's the, once you're talking with somebody, when is the proper time for them to be your girlfriend or boyfriend, or when's the proper time to propose to somebody? When is the proper time to actually be married? It's like
Each person is different.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's time frame is different, but don't require yourself to have a time frame. In my opinion, don't say, hey, by this time I should be doing this, and this, because you're gonna be disappointed.
But I mean, that comes along with the whole, again, setting goals for your life, and you just, again, relationships being that same aspect. Like, I want to be married, I want to have kids, X, Y, and Z, which is why I wouldn't say don't do it, because in essence, naturally, we do it regardless without thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's just don't be so set in stone about your timeline.
Yeah. If you go past it, it's just like, okay, I'm fine. Some people, like you said, try to rush it, and when you rush it, that's when you get bullshit. You get garbage, and I feel like you get garbage that you regret later on. Like, damn, why did I rush into this? I should have waited.
That's the blessing becoming a curse, because you wasn't ready for it in essence. So,
and it's like you're never ready for a lot of things, but at the same time, when you're rushing something, I feel like it makes it worse.
But a lot of times when you're rushing, you miss things that you should have seen also, because, like, let's just say you're one of those people that's like, okay, I'm dating this person. By 3 months, if they don't make me their boyfriend, their girlfriend, because I'm not going to say boyfriend, because ultimately the deciding factor if you're in a relationship is up to the guy. And everybody could disagree or not agree, like agree or disagree, but that's what it is. The man has the final decision of when there's a title on it. Because let's be honest, if it was up to girls by week one, they already.
But most girls don't want to be the ones who ask.
They shouldn't though.
Yeah.
My mindset, again, I guess being the old school biblical, I feel like it's the man's job. The man is to lead. He's the leader. Like, if you see something in me, you let it be known. Again, I'm communicating throughout it how I feel. But if you don't feel the same way, or you don't set the tone. I'm following suit. How you lead, I follow.
Yeah, however you move. Yeah.
Like, that's how you move. I'm moving the same way. So again, in essence, it's up to the man to decide if this is gonna be a relationship. It's up to the man to decide if it's gonna go into engagement, if it's gonna be marriage, X, Y, and Z. It's ultimately his decision. But I feel like a lot of times females sell themselves short. A lot of times females are doing wifely things in this dating stage, thinking that, oh, if I do X, Y, and Z, he gonna see and he gonna make me his girlfriend. Baby girl, no, there's a lot of men that's gonna milk you for what you got. Like, oh yeah, I could get this girl for X, Y, and Z.
But it comes back to what you said before, having that conversation sometimes. Having the conversation. Are you looking to be in a relationship? Are you looking to, to be a girlfriend? Are you looking to be a wife? Are you looking to be this? And it's like a lot of people don't have that conversation, and they just assume without having the conversation. Have the conversation. So you skip. So you don't skip certain things, and guys, at any point, it is okay to move on.
Yes, it is
okay to move on.
Yes, it is.
If the relationship serves no purpose for you, you can have, as long as you've had a discussion, you've tried to recover it, you try to do whatever you could, good or bad. If it doesn't make you happy, it's okay to move on.
But let's be honest.
Yes.
Most men will not have that conversation that it's not what they want.
Yeah.
And they will coast it and basically like, oh, whatever, ride it out. Or ghost the female. And some females are the type that, oh, they're like the double texter. They're gonna keep calling you. They're gonna keep nagging.
Is this in the dating stage that you're talking
Dating
about?
stage,
Okay.
absolutely dating stage.
Yeah, no.
In a relationship, I feel like it's different. When a man finally gets to the point he asks you to be his girlfriend,
Yeah.
I feel like his walls are down. He's invested. So that whole ghost, he's not just gonna ghost you.
Yeah.
He's gonna sit there. I'm sure, like now you sitting there, stuff that he used to see you do that didn't bother him. Now that little shit bothers you.
Yeah.
But the ghosting stage, it happens in the beginning stage.
Beginning stage,
and it's okay to. You could have seen a girl and whatever. Yo, she's attractive. I want to get to know her. And as the conversation went, you're like, bro, this ain't even what I'm looking for. Yo, like this chick ain't it. Like, and that's okay. But a lot of times that conversation won't be had to say, because honestly, I'm not feeling this. And I feel like as we get older, it's not. You don't have to explain yourself.
Yeah.
But if we were dating, that whole ghosting thing, I feel like it's childish. A simple like, honestly, I'm not interested. All right. There's no need. Yeah. But to me, when you don't say nothing, you'll have some girls that's like, oh, I ain't hear from him today. Let me text him. Now you're going around, now you're ignoring the person as opposed to simply conversation like, yo, I'm not interested anymore. It goes a long way, I'm telling you.
And I also think though, like based off the vibe and energy, you can kind of tell between both parties if someone's not feeling you. Based off, an example would be, okay, if you guys are texting every morning, hey, good morning, I hope you have a great day. And good night, have a good night. You're texting throughout the day, you get phone calls throughout the day. And then in the dating stage and shit just kind of starts dying down, like you don't even get a good morning, you don't get a good night, you don't get conversation throughout the day. And it'll be like sometimes you have to initiate it. And if you're always initiating the conversation, that's when it's like, let me not initiate it. Let me not initiate it for a day or two. See what happens.
And just see. I've done that before in the dating stage. Like, let's see if you like basically miss me throughout your day. If you even noticed that I didn't text you or we didn't talk.
Sometimes people just like, all right, you don't initiate it anymore. It's just like your friends. If you stop initiating conversation with people you think that are your friends, are they still your friends if they don't hit you up at all?
I feel like friends and relationships is different. I feel like it has a different expectation.
You're building that friendship with that person when you're dating.
Let's be honest. Yeah. When you're dating somebody, I feel like, yeah, you want that friendship, but it's not. It didn't start on a.
It didn't.
It didn't start on a friendship. Like you didn't see that person like, yo, that person would be a dope ass friend.
No,
it was never that. It was
agree.
attraction there, and you're trying to build, which is why I say it's different. Because let's just say me and you. I don't talk to you for a week or so. I'm not feeling no type of like, oh, this nigga, we not friends no more. Like, it's just no, life happened. Like he's busy, whatever. But I'm dating you, my nigga. Your requirement, we must talk every day.
I feel like that's the unofficial rule.
Yes.
Like you gotta
every
talk to
day.
me
I'm not
every
telling
day.
you to talk to me throughout the day. Like we're all adults. We all have jobs.
Yeah,
I'm not telling
me.
you to text me from morning to the end of the night. Like we have things to do.
Check on me.
But yeah, like good morning or whatever the case is. Halfway through the day, like how was your day?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Did you make it say like it's
just like
it's
little
not
things.
That it's not that deep.
It's really not.
So
that deep.
to me, it's like if you're not doing the bare minimum, like my nigga, you gotta go.
And that's the thing. It's like it should be when it comes to that. It's both parties. It takes effort from both parties to maintain that type of relationship or build what you guys are trying to build.
I agree.
And a lot of times people don't put in that effort. And it's always one person. Sometimes just one person.
It's
and
one-sided.
It's like, yeah, it's like you don't want that. Come on. And that's why sometimes people look at multiple partners while dating because they'll get that one energy from one person that they're not getting from the actual person that they want. So it's like, damn, this other person giving me all that energy, but this person I really want, they're not giving me the same energy.
But a lot of times in those situations, if we're being honest, the person that's giving you the energy is not your favorite.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
exactly
your
what
favorite, baby. Like if we're being honest, if you have a lineup of let's just say 3 individuals that you're dating, out of the 3, you got that one person that's your favorite. Yeah. Like, yo, this is my this is the one I'm hoping this work out with. Yeah. Like, and let's just say number 3 on the list is giving you everything that you want your number 1 to give you. Yeah. Like it's, I don't know. Yo, I'm just out.
It's like then it's like what do you do then? Like,
To be honest, I feel like it comes down to respecting yourself. If you get down to a point where it seems like, again, like you said, I'm always the one initiating conversation. If I spend 2 days, I don't text the person and I don't hear from them, it comes down to respect yourself enough. Like, look in the mirror and see what you know what you deserve, and know what you're getting this bare minimum, or somebody that hits you up when they feel like it at random. Like, come on. You already know what it is. Like, love yourself enough to find somebody that's gonna love you the way that you deserve to be loved.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. That's truly it. But like, as we come to a close here, what do you want to leave people off with in regards to this whole like time frame on dating and multiple partners and when is it okay to move on?
Ultimately, I'm gonna leave with this. Say this: do what makes you happy. If the shoe fits, wear it. Period. Don't worry about the next person. Do what works for you.
Ah, perfect. And that's it for this episode, guys. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.